Hello guys, I'm Savvy and welcome back to another Tiny Glade video. It's been a while since I've done a Tiny Glade video on the channel and I thought it'd be a great time to introduce the game back into the channel because spring is right around the corner and there's actually a cool theme that I think would be very lovely to try and just put together, I guess. And that daily theme is bright lights or cozy lights. So something that's like subtle, something that's very cozy, very warm. And this map that I'm on right now is a flowery map to kind of match that spring vibe because spring is on March 20th, so 6 days from now. So that's going to be a lot of fun to build something on a map like this. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just dive right in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So there's been a lot of changes to this game as well, and throughout this build I might show some of the features. And I'm not gonna cut anything out, I'm just gonna be talking and we're gonna be just building. That's essentially everything that we're gonna be doing right now. So I wanna start off with a square, and I'm gonna build just a single house. And we're gonna make this really cozy, really nice looking. So I've placed this down here. So if you're not familiar with Tiny Glade, there are many options we can do with this kind of square. So as you can see, there's already like stuff that's grown on it, like vines and whatnot. It's also turning nighttime, which I have the day and night cycle up. Oh, that's so pretty up there. Very, very pretty. And the camera just kind of whipped around. But we can pull on these walls here, like so, which is really cool. We can make really big squares if we want to, but we're not going to do that. And we can make the roof go flat. We can have it really tall like this, or we can have it just kind of normal. We could also make it curved inward or outward like so. We're going to keep it pretty normal for the most part. And if I right click this, I have more options. So I actually want to bring it out like this, and I'm going to change the pattern here, or the material. We're going to use these wooden ones because I like the way that this looks here. And then we have these different wooden pillars and just trusses. Would I call them trusses? I'm not really sure. Would I call them that? I'm just going to call them that for now because I can't find the right word. But I'm going to bring this out a little bit more. Make it a little bit wider. I'm going to lower the roof a little bit. Get a subtle incline with that roof. I don't want something too steep. And we'll change the colors of everything here soon, but I just want to get the basics down for this house. And we're going to be clearing some trees out as well, because I want to build a lake in the back, or like a pond or something, and put some trees around here as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another square, but I'm going to make this really small. I'm going to make this lowered, probably right around there. And I might bring this up because I want to make this 2 floors. And I'm going to move this whole thing around. So I can actually move objects inside if I wish. And I'm going to turn the roof this direction and have the roof face that way. So that we have something like this. Then I want to bring this out to here. And till about right around there. There we go. That's really nice. Now, what I could also do is make this flat and turn this into a balcony. Or, yeah, like a balcony area, but I don't want to do that. I want to make that into a roof right there. And this part is going to be a little bit taller. Not going to curve it that much, though. I don't want it to curve. And then I'm going to bring it down to here, where this top roof meets up with this roof right there. So then we have something like this, which I think looks really cute. Now, I'm going to add a little bit more of the walls here in order for us to have just some more jutting out points. And I actually think, since I mentioned a balcony, I'm going to go ahead and do just that. And that is loud, spinning that around there. Was not expecting that to be that loud, so I apologize for that. but in a way, so I don't have to have this whole thing just out separately. I'm gonna just get rid of this by doing that. And then I can actually have it attach here so I can manage the way that this is shaped. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down, and I'm gonna bring it to the level where I think the second floor is gonna be. So probably right around there. And I'm gonna bring it in a little bit more. So I don't want it to be the whole width of the house. Going off to the side would be nice, but I can also hit Z to undo. Z is a is a great thing to have because undoing is very, very helpful. So I'm gonna try to make this as symmetrical as possible by doing something like that. And it looks good. I like that. Now back here, I think I'm gonna leave this flat back here because I don't know, I think having a flat wall here would be great. Having all the sunlight come in, and the sun's coming up. So let me go ahead and just delete some of these trees because I want a lot of sunlight to come in. And the shading in this game is so beautiful. Like the shadows, the light, it's amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete as many trees as I can to let in all the light that I can. I can't delete the ones that are outside, unfortunately, but that should be good. That should be good enough. I can even move trees around if I want to, so let me go ahead and not select that. I could just unselect everything and then grab a tree and just kind of move it around. So if I don't want to build my own trees or place them down, I could just move these trees around and just kind of do what I want with them, you know, which is pretty cool. I don't want that tree in front of the balcony because I want to kind of see out the front too. So I might move the tree right over this way, like so. Now we need a porch in both the front and the back. And a good idea is to get another square, like so, and we're just going to attach it to the main square like this, and lower it all the way down. And I'm going to go up until this point right here. I don't want this sticking out, so somewhere right there. And then this one will go right there. And these squares can be quite large, so I can just extend it out as far as that way, but I don't want it that big. So I want definitely some space, but not that much space. And then bring this out a little bit too. So we have something like this. That looks so cute so far. Now we can already go ahead and put in some windows, but I want to change the color of our roofing now. This is probably the part where I think changing the colors are really nice. And I kind of want to go with I always like the brown. The brown tiling roofing is so good, along with the wooden parts here, which can change all kinds of different colors, to a brown as well, because I like the warm colors here. There's also purple, blue, green, red. There's all kinds of other colors, but I really do think this dark brown is very subtle. I like it a lot, and it'll work well with these, with the porch as well. We can change the material that is stone, however. We can change that as well if we want to. And we can change this from stone all the way through if we want to, but I'd rather not. This stone I think will be fine. And we'll go with more of an orangey type of stone shade. Sorry about the camera flipping around like that. I apologize. I don't know why it's doing that. But then we have something like this. And one thing that you're probably wondering is, how do we put in stairs? Well, there's a cool thing we could do. So we see this path here, and we can paint this, and this bar here that we go up and down with changes the size of that path. So I'm going to make it as small as possible, and I'm going to be very gentle with it. Very gentle with this paintbrush. Because I want the stairs to go on the side like so. like that. Now to remove these bushes and everything, I will have to put a path underneath this as well, which, I mean, I'm going to be designing a path anyway to go through here, like so. And this path will actually meet around the back, like this, and I'll leave some flowers there. And this will meet up to here. The music in this game is also so peaceful and adorable. I love it. Get rid of these bushes as well. Now this porch will, or these stairs will go probably not centered. I don't want it centered, so we'll go right around here. And we can have them go around the corner if we want to, like that, but I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm going to delete the path specifically that's underneath this. So that way I can get it to just around there. And it might act a little silly. So there we go. That's how I want it. Just like that. That looks so cute. All right, so the next thing is we need to put in some windows and doors. So you're probably wondering, well, where are the doors? The doors are the windows. So if I were to place... So we have different kinds of windows. We have this kind of window, which if I place it close to the bottom, it turns to a door. Then we have this square door instead. I probably want to use... I'd rather use the square. Now, if I place more of these down, and I'm actually going to put it right there. If I place more of these side by side with one another, which it should... Yeah, but it works that way, going to the left. It makes a bigger door. But I'm going to go with the simple door here. And then the rest of these are going to have square windows. And these are going to be placed a little bit above where the door line is. And I can combine these as well to about three of them. Is that a wreath? That's a wreath on the door. I love that. I'm going to keep that. Keeping that right there. Although it would make sense to maybe put it... There we go. Wreath right there. Not in this door, though. Bell. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. We'll leave it as a plain door. Just like that. But we're putting a wreath on this door. No questions asked. And then we'll put another window above this. And these have different decorations to them as well, which I think is really cute. So I don't want a door there either. And I want to make sure that these are matched up correctly. I can even put windows on the corners, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to make this into 3. And set this to a height where it's like that. So we have a bay window. Just like that. That looks so cute. Love it. You're going to hear me say like, so cute, so this, so that. You're going to hear me say that a lot. And for this one, I'm just going to put 2 windows here. I'm going to leave how their decorations are, because I think it just adds to it, you know? Now for this, we're going to have to raise up the window quite a bit to meet the same height as this. Now, it's okay if it's not perfect, just as long as it's, you know, similar heights and everything. So I'm going to put the door back here. Wait, I wanted that. They did add where we can place actual placeables. Let's see. Like actual random objects, which I think are pretty cool. Not really sure where they are, though. That's erasing. I could be wrong, though. Unless it's random, where they spawn in and then it's, we can move them around. Yeah. Oh, yep, here it is. So I can just move this around the way that I want to. But I do want... Oh, wait, I want that bench back. I want a bench, please. Give me a bench. I want a bench. There it is. Okay, yeah. I want to move this. Oops. And flip it around. Show all editing controls. Oh, there we go. And then I can duplicate them if I want to as well. But I'm just gonna keep this. keep this the same. Just a plain bench that'll go right here. It's beautiful. Very cute. Now, I'm going to put in some lights right now. I'm going to hold off on the windows some more, but I'm going to put some lights in here. Now, for pathways, we can add lights around the sides like so, where they're pretty much like street lanterns, but I'm going to add some of these wall ones, like here, and I'm also going to add to the front as well, like so. But I'm also going to add some in the corner here too, to kind of these corners, just to brighten up the rest of the porch. And I'm going to do the same thing around here too, just on each corner. Now, what I can do instead is around here, I can get the paintbrush or the palette, and I can change the brightness of this. But we want some cozy lights. So I'm thinking for cozy, we can dim some of these. If not all of them, we can dim them. And I think I'm going to move this a little bit more to the middle. Kind of cover more of our bases here. Give us some more light right there. And for these ones in the corner, we could also change the color of them too, but I think this warm yellow light is really pretty. Very subtle as well. And I think for the front, I think a brighter light would probably be in order. And just leave the rest as a cozy, subtle lights. Now, for the back here, I wanted to add a pond, but we need to add more of our windows. And I want to add a chimney, too. And I'm going to add it literally right here on this side. So let me grab that chimney again. And there's a certain height until it until it connects or disconnects from the ground, but I want it to go to the ground. So I'm going to get it as high as possible, like that, but I'm going to change the color of it to a gray. Now what I can also do is I can move the height of the chimney like so. So I can have it go above like that. That looks so nice. And there's smoke coming out of it now, which is really pretty. The last set of lights I'll add will be right around here. So I'll add a light there and a light here. But I'm going to make those subtle as well. So dim those lights too. Just like so. Because there's no reason for it to be that bright there. Alright, let's get our windows. And this one was slightly above the door line right there. Like that. And I'll change the way that this is too. Where it's a blank window, but this one will have a potted... Will have, I forget what they're called. Like, I mean, it's not potted plants, but I'm trying to think of what they're called. It'll probably come to me later. I can't think of the terms right now. I'm going crazy. So these windows are going to not be all lined up. And now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually add windows where there's two sets of two. Oh, this is really nice. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna leave a space in between here. Leave that blank. Alright, and then we'll get rid of this window right here. So we can have these windows here. In their rightful positions. Just like so. I do like the ones with the shutters, but I think I'll do without those. And I'll get rid of that window there. Yeah, that looks really nice. Very simple. Not too cluttery. You know, less is more, typically. Less is more. Now, we also have these kinds of windows, too, which they're just kind of holes in the wall, which they let in some light. So I think I'll add... And we can stack them up to 3 times, but I think the 2, we'll add just 2 here. We'll add them on just that side right there. Just adds a little bit to it. All right. So now let's go ahead and do the water. So we're going to add a little pond here. So I'm just going to, get the water tool and just kind of go a little bit, not too crazy, but just a little pond, just like so. That looks really, really cute. Now, if we want to surround this property with a nice fence, what we can do is we can go into this building tab, and then we have these fences right here. Now, these, you can have them however you want. And I do want to just surround the property a little bit, including the lake, or the pond here. And we're going to go from... Just give ourselves a little bit of a front yard. So I'm going to hold down the left mouse button. And I'm going to do... Oh! Okay, well, you didn't want to listen to me. So I'm going to delete that. But we're going to do that again. So if I let go... then it'll just connect everything together. But if I keep holding this down, and if I just keep going... Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust that, but... Until we reach there, that's a whole perimeter there that is now changed. But I can actually change the height of this fence as well, so I can make it really tall if I want to, or I can make it really short. I'm gonna go in the middle and do something like that. But I'm also going to move this size of the fence here. I'm going to move it in quite a bit. And then we have these nodes here, which we can create more nodes if we want to, but there's no reason for me to. I just want to bring it in a little bit more, because it's not needing to be that far. That far out like that. But there we go, we have a property. Now, to make a gate for this fence, we just need to use our path tool, just like before. Why is that there? I want that to go away. So I'm just gonna make a path through here, and it creates this wonderful, wonderful opening. And with this one, this won't be changed height-wise unless I do it individually, like so. So I'm gonna make it tall, just like that. And there we go. We got our beautiful, cozy, cozy home. Now, there's a couple things you could probably add. Like, if you want to make this more of like a living space up top, you can maybe add something like this to the top. It's a bit finicky, so I might not do it. But essentially what you'd do is you'd... Oh wait, unless I do something like this, where it starts from up here. And then we gotta lower it quite a bit. Make sure that these face this way, with the roof being very low as well. And making sure that these are really small. And I'm gonna do this more centered. As centered as I can get it, that is. So somewhere around there. Then bring this in all the way, so that way there's no pillars. And then I also want to bring this down. Move this back. Might be a little tricky to bring it down, to move it down. Unless we do something like this, then we move it back again. Then move it back enough where it's not in the way of any of the windows or anything like that, because you will be able to see the way the walls phase through that if you bring it too close. we have it like this, but you might want to raise the roof quite a bit in order for that to match well. If you want it to meet at the top, like flush with the other roof, then you can do it that way. And I might have to raise this up just slightly more. And then we can put a window here. We can put a window to represent the attic, just like so. And then we have something like this, which is really, really nice. I think that's really pretty. The last thing I'll add is a pathway light, which I wanted to go on this side. So I'm gonna place one down, flip it around this way, and then I can move it any way that I want to. I think the other thing I can do, I don't think it sits on top of this. It does not, unfortunately. I would kind of wish it did, but it doesn't. But we'll just leave it as that for now. And then I think for the lights out here, no, okay. It'll still just be path lights. That's okay. So these lights will eventually turn on. Just like so. You could see them turning on slowly. One light at a time. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this around too, because I do want this to light up this part of the path too. Just that way there's lights all over the place. And I'm not sure... Yeah, the lights can't be changed here, but I do want to match... I think the window color is perfectly fine with the way that it is, but I think it can be darker. So we can go around and individually change the color of these window frames. And the door as well, just to match a little bit more. And that'll work out quite nicely, I think, once all these windows are placed or are changed properly, including the door too. Then we got something very beautiful like this. Now, this doesn't seem like it gives much light because it is not, it's pretty subtle, too subtle in my opinion. So I'm going to change the lighting to be a bit more medium. And now we have something like this, which is beautiful. Now, if we go into our camera mode, we can have the camera that goes like this, or we can go in from this kind of view as well, like bird's eye, or we can go on the ground and we can actually walk around and look at our beautiful, beautiful house. I mean, look at that. That is so cute. Cute and quaint. So, you know, walk up to the porch and you got this beautiful cozy house here. And you walk down the path, go into the back, and you get this beautiful pond here on the property. And then you look behind you and you see the back of the house, and you climb up on the porch here. Just so cozy. Very, very cozy. Unfortunately, there's not like interior decorating or anything like that, but this is a lot of decorating options that you could do, and you can go wild with something like this. It's a very good game, and I do recommend it to a lot of you guys. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of... Well, not episode, but this video of Tiny Glade. And if you guys want to see more of this, be sure to hit that like button. And be sure to hit that subscribe button as well, because it lets me know that you guys enjoy the content on the channel and would like to see more. I'd like to give a shout out to all of my channel members whose names I'll put up on the screen right now. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel and supporting me in other ways. You'll get access to exclusive emotes during live streams, as well as seeing exclusive content and being able to see content earlier. Hit that join button down below if you're interested. Anyway, I've been Savvy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. See you later.